Good afternoon, traders. This is a live trade recap. I took 3 trades after the market opened. I got a late start. I didn't get to look at the stock market until about 10:30. So here it is about 10:46. And the first thing that I was looking at, well, all my trades were with Ocgn, and it established a high of day here at the open. Then it came back up and it broke the high of day. And now I was looking for a pullback. I did miss the first entry. I was trying to put a stop limit order in for the break of, I guess this or it was probably this candle originally, because this candle started forming as I was putting in the order. So looking back, I probably should have just used my hotkeys to get in because I was cutting it close, and I didn't. So as soon as I hit the buy button or place order, it broke through where my stop was, which was 285. So the order canceled. So I missed that entry. Although, to be honest with you, it doesn't look like that. I don't think that trade would have even worked out. It may have. Let me look at that really quick, because that's something I didn't look at, because it did go all the way to 305. The high, let's see, that was right around here. Yeah, here we go. So if I bought for the break of this candle using my hotkeys, 281 would have been my entry, and the low would have been 266. So what is that? 10, 11, 15 cents. So it has to go 30 cents to get to 2R above 281. So that's 311. So no, that trade wouldn't have worked either. So I don't think there was really any trade here that would have worked that I either took or could have taken. Let's go back to the videos real quick. So now I'm in this thing. I got my stop at 1R and my profit at 2R. And then I start looking, now that I have my bracket order, I start looking for other opportunities because I'm safe. Either I'm going to hit my profit target or I'm going to get stopped out. So now here you see on the lower right hand corner, my stop got hit. So I lost that trade. So it's down $1.82 altogether, because I was up 56 cents after the pre-market. I had one winner, one loser. So now I'm thinking, maybe I just got in on this thing a little early. The high of day is the old high of day is now a support. So I'm looking for a pullback toward that level, and then I'm just wait for the next entry, and that's right here when the high of this 1 minute candle is broken. And the only thing that's kind of weird is, notice when I entered, the tail of this candle wasn't very long, and that's one of the reasons why I entered. I was like, oh, I like this. It's a nice tight stop. And then look, then the wick grows all of a sudden. So I don't know. So then I had to lower my stop and I had to raise my target, which made the probability of the trade working out a little less. And let's see what happens. And the 2R, I think, was really like at 305, which scared me because that was the high here. So I did pull it down like 2 cents, but it never got close. Just comes down and gets stopped out again. So that's 2 in a row. So I did take one more trade. Let's see, where is it? Should be here. Yeah. So same stock. We're basically the same place. Now this thing came down to the high of day. And so this is another, like, okay, maybe this entry was a little bit early. This is the last one that I was going to try, win or lose. And, a lot of times that happens. Like you get in just a little bit too early, and then later on the trade actually works out. So I was okay trying again. And the volume coming in after this point was pretty massive. There were some 1 minute candles with like 4 million shares trading, mostly buyers. So the thing was, was a strong stock. It's just like none of the trades really worked out. And maybe this is like a week of Christmas thing. I don't know. This is my first time trading during the week of Christmas. So now I'm in this thing, and I've got my, these candles are kind of big. That's the only bad thing about this this trade is it makes my target really high because I have to have the stop at the low of these candles. And actually, I think I based the target with the stop of the low of this candle because it was so high when I used the low of this one, but I don't think I remembered to move my stop up or something. But let's see what happens. So now this thing does a nice run up, and here's a pullback. So this is like now a local ABCD pattern forming. Here's your A, B, C, and it breaks through. So this is actually a really nice looking setup. It just never quite gets to my target. I think my target was what, 298. Then it double tops at 291. So I pull my target down, which I'm not supposed to do, but I just lost 2 trades in a row. So now I'm just thinking, you know what, this trade is probably going to fail. Let me just try to, recoup some of the losses, because this one's not looking too hot either. So again, you're not supposed to do that, and I'm breaking the rules here for sure. And then this thing just continues to get weaker. So I just canceled both those sell orders, and I decided let me sell half here, while I'm in the profit a little bit on this trade. This is not a good trade. And then I put in a stop for 3 more shares just to follow the 1 minute candles up. And then I sell those, at like 280. And then this thing flushes down right after that, and I stop out. I sell the rest like when it gets to that 273, and I think I got filled. Let's see if it pops up here, 271. So that was, I still don't consider that a winning trade, even though it was a green trade. I think I made like 72 cents or something like that. But I didn't trade it the way I was supposed to, which was just to ride it out either till 2R or let it stop me out at 1R. But this whole week has been kind of messed up because Monday was like a terrible day. But although I learned something from it, because at 4 a.m. there was no volume whatsoever. Even by 4:30, the top volume traded stock was only trading with 6,000 shares, and it's not uncommon to see 100,000 shares by 4:30 in the morning on the top stock, and then close to that on the ones below it. So now I know that that's like a red flag. If I ever see that again, I'm not going to take any trades for the rest of the day. On that day, I didn't take any trades at 4 a.m., but I came back around 8 o'clock and there was volume now. So I thought, okay, now it's okay to get into some trades. And every single trade after that lost that day. I lost 6 trades in a row. I took my biggest loss ever, over $13, and basically lost all of my gains almost since I pumped up this account to $500, brought it all the way back down to 501.68, and I was at 515, up almost 2% in 2 weeks, which was good. But this day just wiped out all those gains. So since then, I have a new rule. If I ever see that again at from 4 a.m. to 4:30, no volume coming in, no matter what happens the rest of the day, I'm not trading. I'm just going to take the day off. So I'll shut down at 4:30, and that'll be it. I won't even look to see what's going on later. And then, so that would have saved me from that huge loss. And I would still be, green on the week even, not just the month. I would be, have a nice green month here. And this week would be green because yesterday I made more money than I lost today. So so that day really screwed me up for this month. But again, sometimes you have to take those big hits to learn, how to avoid them in the future. So that's the way I'm looking at it right now. That was basically an expensive lesson for me. So now, because of that day, I'm red on this month, and I'm debating, although if I would have held everything till 2R, I'd still be green on the month. So at least, I'm proving the 2R trading thing works. Of course, that's theoretical. That's like, if everything worked out perfectly, which that never happens. But even if I got half of that, like around $8 or $8.50, that's way better than being, red here, $2. So it's still proof that system works, even if you're not executing things perfectly. And so anyway, yeah, that's it for me today. And I'm probably not going to trade the rest of the week, and maybe not even the rest of the month, because here we are basically at the end of the year. We're coming up on the new year, and it's a time to kind of start fresh. I'm essentially back to square one, right around the $500 mark. And I have this month was not a waste because I proved that the 2R thing works. This is just kind of a weird month to try it out because you've got these weeks, right around Christmas where I don't know how that affects the stock market, but it doesn't look like it affects it very well. Also, that Monday, that was the announcement of the new strain of the coronavirus in the UK, and I think that had a big effect on things. So, I think January is going to be a good month to start fresh and to work on doing this 2R trading. So I'm not sure if I'm going to trade anymore for the rest of the year. Definitely not the rest of the month. We only have one more week after that, and then we're going to be coming up on the new year here. So I'm not sure. But anyway, if I don't see you guys, I hope you guys have happy and healthy holidays. Try to stay safe out there. Still pretty crazy. And I hope if you continue to trade for the rest of the year that you make some money. And if I don't see you, I will see you on the new year. So I might make maybe work on some educational videos or something up until then. So maybe I will see you later, but not with any trades. I don't know. We'll see. So just keep an eye out. Anyway, take care. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you soon.